famous and everybody knows you, that you've got your name on a book, so people are going to expect a certain something.
That was difficult, actually. That was a difficult thing to do. It's
So how
entirely
did
different.
you get into each character so incredibly brilliantly? I mean, it's like, no matter who you were writing about, it was spot on.
Well, because I originally only wanted to write the mother and the daughter, I'm pretty much inside the skin of those two people.
Right.
They're not. She is not me, and the daughter is not my daughter.
Right.
But she is a woman like many women I know of the age group that I'm in, and the daughter is like many friends of my daughters. Right. It was only when I decided to write Peter that I thought, right, now this is another whole voice altogether. In fact, what I've got to do is read a lot of Oscar Wilde now. So I stopped. I stopped for a while and just read, and I thought, now I can pretend to be Oscar Wilde through the mouth of Peter. So, but that was very enjoyable. Quite hard. Yeah. Those were difficult days, but very enjoyable to be so elaborate, really, and to enjoy the language so much with him. So there were three very different voices, and I purposely kept Dad's voice well in the background.
Yeah, definitely.
And I hoped that I wouldn't lose the faith of a reader, if you like, that they're thinking, well, how come everybody else, how can we know everyone else and we don't know him?
Mo's not noticing. She's just not noticing as much.
Well, her
She's
eye
in her world.
is entirely off the ball.
No, I found myself being quite, sort of sympathetic towards her, and just thinking that she was confused and unhappy and things, rather than that she was being a terrible mother.
Yes, I agree. And I mean, I was worried about writing a person who is flawed, as we all are. It's easier and more tempting to write somebody who's because I needed her to fall off a shelf. I thought, well, so while she's on the shelf, then she should be pretty capable, and we need to like her. But I thought, well, actually, that's just not very truthful.
She even packs her suitcase, and
She
it's
does.
all tawdry,
Pathetically.
tawdry. And I know, and she's got 4 tubes of hair remover.
And I think that's the beauty, because Mo sees that in Dora. She knows she's a beautiful young woman.
Yeah.
She recognises she's not a girl, she's a young woman.
You know. So you are very nervous as a mum about a daughter at that age. Very nervous. And the tearing is happening there, the separation. And there has to be that. There has to be that. And that's a tribute to what you've done up until then. But it's very hard to know which bits you're allowed to let go of and which bits you hold on to.
And you're learning as a mum as well. You know,
yes, exactly.
And you're also watching your own face crumble.
Yes. Or watching your own face becoming the face of your mother.
You do get that mum and daughter clash. I think most mums and daughters do.
I clashed with my mum when I was a
because you're
teenager.
trying to strike out on your own, but you still need your mum, and you both know that.
It's a task for the reader as well to look past how Dora sounds and look at what's actually happening to her and see how isolated she is.
Quite often she is very perceptive and analytical. I really liked her fake application to the university on her mother's behalf. Yeah, my hobbies are shouting, screaming, bossing, knowing that I'm really fat.
Yeah, that's right. In fact, I wanted to call the book Cake. Originally, I did want to call it Cake because that's sort of united them all. Somehow Pamela would know what would comfort you, and it's not just about cake, it's about talking to her. It's love, exactly. Family is all
what's
there.
really comforting about it is you realise your family's not as crap as you thought it was. Every family has a crap.
There are elements of it.
My biggest fear is kind of cheese. But there's nothing cheesy about love in the end, you know, it really isn't. I know, but you have to hope. Even when I got to writing a slightly saucy bit, with Mo, I suddenly thought,
in the bedroom?
the words that you use to write about this, you suddenly think, have I become Barbara Carlin? What's this? Well, I'm really grateful to you all for reading it, and I'm so glad that you liked it.
Thank you for writing
Well,
it.
hooray. And many more to come, hopefully.
Good.
This is just the first one.
This is the first one, yes. I'm definitely going to write at least one more, and then I see how I go from there.
I predict Dawn French, #1 bestseller.
Yes, I agree.
You think so?
I agree.
I know so.
Wouldn't that be great?
No, I know so.
Well, I shall hold on to that.
Well, we're all going to buy about 100 each.
Are you?
Worth now.